Right, hey YouTube, what's going on? So a little bit of context of what that video clip of that guy on the motorbike just was. For you guys that don't know, that was a video clip of Travis Pastrana back in 2006 landing the world's first ever double backflip on a motorbike. And that was a moment that pretty much put action sports on the map around the world, and was just one of probably the craziest moments in action sports history, if not sport history, because no one had ever done a double backflip on a motorbike. A couple people done them on BMX bikes, but it was just super untouched ground. It was just crazy that he did it. And back then I was 11 years old, and that really watching that live on TV is what got me hooked on biking, got me into doing what I do now today. Because I just remember feeling like just scared, excited, amazed, just all these crazy emotions all at once. I remember when I seen him land, and I was like, man, I want to do something like that in my life. That's what I want to do. I want to get into riding. And it's honestly what got me hooked on riding. It's the reason why I still ride today, or one of the biggest reasons. And so for today's video, I'm out at Camp Columba, and it's gonna be a bit of a different video, but the reason why I'm out here in Camp Columba while I'm on the bottom field is because just on this field here and around here, about 3 weeks ago now, I had one of the best, if not the best moment of my life, definitely the best moment of my life on my bike, one of the best moments I've ever had in my life. So what I'm gonna do is play some video clips of that moment, and then I'm gonna break it down, talk to you guys about how I felt and what happened. So here we go, here's the clip now.
That's number one, champ. Are you fine of us lifting you up and going for it? Everyone, let's go! What are you doing? Everyone ready? Okay, we're all going to get back to our cabins now. Levi, Big Ben's got your bike.
Oh, maybe grab it off him.
Would you like to debrief?
Can you go get my bike off those kids?
Yeah, you take your phone. So proud of you.
Thank you. Sweet guys, so I don't even really know where to start. So I guess like that video clip was from one of the riding shows I did at one of the camps we have here at work at Camp Columbus. It was one of our holiday camps, and I just remember waking up that morning knowing I was gonna do the riding show and thinking, you know what, I think today's the day I'm gonna try and do my first double flip in a show, or my first sort of real double flip, because I had access to all the mattresses to put on the ground. It just, I don't know, weather was perfect and it just felt right to try it. And so like I just sort of did like a normal riding show as I would, work through some of my tricks, started getting into bigger tricks, and then my mate Willie just gave me the heads up, hey man, we've got about 5 minutes left. And I just knew like, man, it was was go time. And to be honest, like, I remember feeling so many different emotions. Like, I knew I could do it because I've practiced this before and I could get it done, but I just remember being super scared, maybe the most scared I've ever been on my bike, but just thinking, man, it's time to do it. And like, first one crashed, it hurt super bad, took a massive digger into my shoulder somewhere down here, and it just hurt like so bad. But like, the atmosphere was just crazy when I went for it. Like, everyone here just erupted, and like, you know, it was so cool because my wife Becca was here, my sister Hannah, a bunch of my friends, like all the campers, all the leaders, people I've been doing life with were all there. And like, I mean, normally that crash would have been a crash that ended my day, but just the hype and the atmosphere for everyone, I was like, man, I've got to try it again, I've got to try it again, because everyone was just behind me so much. And it was a crazy feeling to just know that like, over 100 people, so about 110 people at camp, so about 110 people were just behind me so much and wanted to see me do this so bad. I was like, man, I just gotta get up and do it again. So got up, was super sore, was super scared, but knew I could at least rotate it around. I wasn't gonna like break my neck. Went for the second time, almost landed, and I was like, oh man, maybe it's not gonna happen. But I was just like, you know, I got to try it one more time because everyone was behind me. So I got up there, got myself in the zone. I probably sat up the top of this hill for a good like 2.5, 3 minutes, just focusing with my eyes closed, getting my breathing right, visualizing landing the trick down here. When I went for it, like, it was a crazy feeling because I just pulled as hard as I could, did one flip in the landing, did another one. And when I landed and rolled away and ghosted my bike into there, threw my helmet, all that, like, it was honestly one of the craziest feelings I've had in my life. Like, the emotions I had were almost indescribable, you know, like, I was relieved to have landed and to be done. I wasn't gonna hurt myself. I was stoked because so much had built up to it. I was just proud of myself, so excited, and like, the atmosphere in this field was crazy. Like, when I landed it, like, I mean, you've seen the video and the reaction, like, so many people sprinting over to hug me, people screaming, people high-fiving me. Like, it was such a crazy moment. You know, it's a moment I am so grateful I got to have, and I'm so blessed to have had. And like, it was crazy, you know, like, there's people crying. Oh, I mean, I even cried because it's been such a, like, it might sound stupid, it's just a trick on a bike, but for me, like, it's been such a big build up to doing this trick, and like, to have so many friends and family with me and to be so proud of me and to have it go well, like, was just such an amazing feeling. It was just like overwhelmingly emotional. Like, you know, my sister was crying, there's kids crying, some of my friends were, there's people hugging me, there's people I barely even knew, like, super excited for me. And it was a crazy feeling. I'm so grateful to have it happen. It was honestly just one of the best moments of my life because, you know, back in 2006 when I was 11 years old and I watched Travis Pastrana do it on a motorbike, like, it's way gnarly doing it on a motorbike, I know, but to see him do that thing and to land a trick that got so many people hyped and so many people excited, like, was just, I don't know, it was a crazy feeling. I always had that dream, like, man, I'd love to do something like that one day. And 3 weeks ago in this field right here, right at this spot, I actually got to experience that for myself. You know, I got to do a trick, the same trick while on a push bike to an airbag landing, but I got to do the same trick, and to have all these people go crazy was just, man, it was unreal. Just indescribable how cool it felt to have, you know, like 15 years ago, to have that dream, to have it come true was just such an amazing feeling. To have people lift me up, like, cheering my name, like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's so cool I got to live that life, or I get to live this life, and I got to have this happen. And, you know, like, honestly, there's not many people I think they get to experience something like that, so I'm so grateful it got to happen. And just what I'm saying, I'm so grateful for all you guys that watch these videos, you know, and support this dream, get behind this, so thank you so much. So what I want to do now for the rest of this video is I sort of want to break down the journey I had to learning the double flip. So I'm going to go through some clips now and sort of explain them of my journey to the double flips. This first one is from 2012 when I first tried one the foam pin Dunedin. So obviously that one, the foam pin Dunedin, was nowhere near learning it, but like, that was when I tried. I actually decided after that in 2013, that I'm just never going to try double flip again because it's too dangerous. So I let it go for ages. And then like sort of like 2015, 2016, 2017, I had a couple friends learn how to do them. My friend Hamish Burrow learned how to do it. My friend Andrew Neilbert was learning in the foam pin. I was like, man, maybe I should learn it, but still dismissed it because I dismissed it because there's just so many top professional riders who have done double flips and got hurt. You know, like guys like Sam Reynolds, Greg Watts, Stephen Murray. There's like all these top dudes that had double flips unlocked that really got seriously hurt, like broken necks, broken backs from it, that are way better, more talented riders than me, and they still got hurt. So I decided I wasn't going to do it. But then come May, I think it was May 2018. Oh no, May 2019? May 2019, I was like, man, this one day on the airbag, I was there with my mate Phil Shepard, just an absolute hype man. He convinced me I should give them a go. And it honestly took me probably an hour and a bit to commit to doing one. But I got myself pumped up on the big airbag and just sent one, and it came around like perfect. The first try I committed to it. I then like thought, man, maybe one day I could do this trick. And even like landing on the big airbag felt like similar to what it felt like landing it here for the first time. But it's just such a crazy feeling trick. So everything in your body is like, man, don't go upside down a second time. But once you get over that and push past that fear barrier, it is an amazing trick to land. And so I'll play some clips now. The first day landing on the big airbag. Yeah, so that was the 3 I landed on the big airbag. And then after that, like every session I had on the big airbag since then, I've just tried to do at least like 3 double flips to get them unlocked, because one day I did want to do it to a landing and finally got it done out here the other day. And I still want to do it to dirt, but what I'm going to do now is just play a compilation of all the ones I've done to the big airbag. Woo! Wait, so I've done heaps and heaps and heaps into the big airbag. And so then after learning into the big airbag, got the airbag landing, put that on top of the big airbag. And in November 2019 was when I landed my first ever one to the big airbag. So I'll play that now. So that was a crazy moment. Like, it was the first time ever doing it to a landing. I still count that as doing my first ever double flip, even if it was to a big landing. Like, people are gonna say it doesn't count, but whatever, like, it counts to me, so I'm not even worried. And so I did the first one 2019, then last year 2020 around May or April I did 2 more to the landing. And then I sort of had a hiatus of not doing them. I did heaps to the big airbag, and eventually, so I think it was like January 15th or something like that, I did my first one out here. So I'm gonna quickly play the clip again of doing my first one out here. Might just like slow it down, slow-mo to give a better perspective of it. And yeah, so that was like the journey, sort of like from doing my first one in the foam pit in 2013, or first try in 2013, to learning into the big airbag in 2019, to doing my first one to like a landing in 2021. I'm just so stoked to get this done. And I hope you guys have enjoyed sort of seeing some of like what it meant to me and some of the journey that led up into leading this trick, and how much effort and how much learning it took to do it. Because I definitely don't have this trick dialed yet. Like on the big airbag I do, there's still heaps more learning to do. And I guess the goal in the future with it would be to maybe do a couple more in shows. It'd be really cool to do it in shows. I'm not too sure, because like it was gnarly doing it. So maybe I'll do some more in shows, maybe I won't, not too sure. And the crazy thing is like the double flip actually isn't the hardest trick I can do. Like the Cork 720s, the 360 flip I do is definitely way harder to do than that, but just the consequence for messing up the 360 backflip with the Cork 720 is way lower, because you can sort of like just get away from it if you ditch the bike, whereas in the double flip you're either committed or you're getting hurt. Like, it's pretty much how it goes. And so the dream now is in the paddock at my new jump. So I'd love to one day do one there, do one to dirt. I'll probably do it once ever and then never do it again. But that is the future goal for the double flip. So if you're subscribed to the channel, maybe one day in the future we'll see that. But yeah, I guess that is gonna be the end of my rant. Or my talk about my double flip, but I just really wanted to share this moment with everyone and share like what a crazy time it was in my life, or what a crazy time it is in my life now, and just how grateful I am to have learned it. And like, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave some comments. Like, if you want to see future videos of me talking about moments like this, I'd love to do more. Just let me know. Be sure to leave a like on the video. So what I'm going to do now to end the video is just play all the clips from that riding show I had, just the normal riding show, because the hype at camp is just crazy on its own, even without the double flip. And that will be the end of the video.
High five! Get a high five! high five.
So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Please leave some comments, give the video a like, share it around, because it's been an amazing moment for me, and subscribe if you're new. We'll see you in the next one, team. Cheers.